Microphone check. Am I coming in loud and clear? Hopefully. What's going on, guys? Welcome. Hello. All right, let's do this. Guys, what's going on? Welcome to hashtag TNT JoeFi, tech news that Jerome Ortega finds interesting. I am your host, Jerome Ortega. Today is Thursday, September 10th. Damn, it's September 10th already. What's going on, guys? How's everyone doing? I'm sorry if you hear like banging or drilling. I live on the top floor and they're doing roof work. So I apologize for any external noise. Hopefully it's not going to be bad, but let me go ahead and say hi to everybody. We do have a couple news stories and we're going to go through them today, but let me say hi to everyone like I normally do. Deepak Murthy was first. Hello. Welcome, Deepak. How's it going? Y 2019 is in here as well. Hi, Y. How you doing, man? Nice to see you as always. Six in Twitch. Yo, fam, what's going on, Six? Nice of you to make the stream, especially on Twitch as well. And Krishna Katakam is here. I have not seen Krishna in a bit. Krishna, how you doing, man? Finally, I made it. Yes, you did. What's up? How's it going, man? Welcome. Big House says, hey, looks like Xiaomi is going to get some love today. Oh, Poco, right? Poco, Xiaomi. You know me, I forget. Big House, welcome. Tech to me, please. Hey, Jay, no more pre-orders for the Pixel 4a in sold out already? Is that what happened? Sold out? Jesus. All right, we'll talk about it. Krishna says just got back from India. Oh, really? So you're back. You're in Chicago, right? You're in Chicago, aren't you? How was India? Hopefully it was a good trip, especially with what's going on right now, especially India. Aren't the numbers kind of going crazy over there? Anyway, Krishna, nice to see you, man. Mario's in here as well. Jerome, what's going on? Not much, Mario. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Oskin is in here. First like in this live. Well, thank you, Oskin. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Team Varai is in here as well. Hi, everyone. Hoping to get the 4A when it releases in the UK on October. October, so long. It's so long. It's only September 10th. Krishna says, cool glasses, Jerome. Thank you, Krishna. I appreciate that. All right. I think I got to everybody. Nope. Jason Lim is in here. The Pixel 4a box is small. Did you get yours, Jason? You got your Pixel 4a? Did you get it today? Congrats if you did. Deepak says Poco in little, or Poco in Italian means little. It also means little in Spanish. Right? Poco or Paquito or something like that. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get started. Let's talk about the Pixel 4a launching everywhere else. Oh, I missed someone. I'm sorry. Where did I lethal lawnmower respring impact? What is up with that avatar? Lethal lawnmower said new viewer. Hello. Hey, Lethal. I'm sorry. I totally did not mean to ignore you. Hi. How's it going, Lethal? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you in here. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and let's talk about the Pixel 4a. So, Jason, it looks like you did just get it. Let me know what you think of it. So the Pixel 4a is going global. The Pixel 4a is going global. And here are the official global launch dates for the Google Pixel 4a. Oh, the launch dates. Why did I just think that they were just going to open it up globally everywhere? So, all right, as far as dates go, it says here, despite launching today, global fans face an extended wait for the Pixel 4a. So it looks like some people are still going to be waiting for this phone. Actually, so if you're going to be waiting for this phone, wouldn't you just wait to see if the 4a 5G is going to be the better bet? Or is the 4a 5G not even going to launch globally? Do we know that? Is the 4a launching? So the places that the 4a is launching to, is the 4a 5G going to launch there as well? And what about the 5? Anyway, all right, let's read into it. After an agonizing wait, you're just going to have to hold out a little longer for the affordable Android phone, as Google has opted for another staggered launch of the Pixel 4a in global markets. I'm confused. Why would they stagger the launch? Are they staggering it because they don't have enough product, or are they staggering it because they think it's a better marketing approach? Imagine if Google launched the 4a and launched it everywhere globally. Is this not what they want to do? Do they not want to market to everybody at the same time? You would think that's the smart thing to do. I'm assuming if they're staggering the launch, if they've waited this long to launch it to another country, it has to do with product availability, right? Demand? Or is it something else? I don't know. This follows the Google Pixel Buds, which were launched in the US in early April before heading out to wider markets in mid-July. Without a keynote or any properly detailed information, we've done our best to better work out just when you'll see the Pixel 4a hit shelves in your local region. We do know that the device will be available in the US on August 20th, with pre-orders open now on Amazon, Best Buy, and the Google Store. What? Why is this? Oh, this is an old article. I'm like, August 20th. All right. So let me see here. Here's where you can pre-order the Pixel 4a. And then, okay. So we've read this. It's just, or we've gone over it. It's just other places are going to be able to have the Pixel 4a. That's why I was like, what do you mean available in the US? Okay. All right. So an update for September 10th says sales have now opened for the Google Pixel 4a, with emails heading out for anyone that joined official wait lists. Did any of you guys join that wait list? Did you get the email? Is that how that worked? Head to any of the global stores below and you should be able to pre-order your device. However, shipping date estimates are still set at October 2nd. All of the notable Pixel 4a accessories are also up for pre-order too, including the fantastic fabric cases. You know what is funny about these fabric cases is the fact that they are so expensive. You would think that when you're spending $350 for a phone, that a huge portion of that price wouldn't be coming into a fabric case. Don't get me wrong. I think the fabric cases for the Pixels, I think they're great. I actually like those cases, even though I don't use cases. But I think they're very well done. So it says here, sales of the Pixel 4a are expected to open on September 10th within some regions, although Metro reports that the device will begin shipping in the UK from October 1st. This might not be the case for every single market, but you can join the wait list to be among the first to know when you can pre-order your device. So Australia, France, Germany, India, Japan, Republic of Ireland, Singapore, Spain, Taiwan, and the UK. Shipment dates are not concrete, with India being a particularly confusing region, with Google not providing anything other than October as the availability date, which again really does not make a lot of sense to me why they just can't launch this globally to everybody. And then as far as pricing goes, in most of Europe, the Pixel 4a will cost 389 euros, with Germany costing 340. In the UK, it costs just 349 pounds. Prices will vary from region to region, with certain global markets not having explicit pricing for the Pixel 4a just yet. Expect to pay around $349 in local currency. With 13 markets covered, you may see quite drastic price fluctuations based upon where you live. So people in chat, well, so like Jason Lim is in Singapore and he got his today. Did you get yours today, Jason? Or did you get yours, or did you just pre-order it? No, you said the case was small, so you just got yours. Who else is waiting for a 4A? And what about the 4A 5G? So I'm just like looking real quick here, just seeing in chat. I will go through the rest of chat though, but Y is saying the 4A 5G and 5 is not launching in India. So are they not launching it in India because of price? Are they trying to keep prices cheap in India? And if that's the case, is there a reason for that? Because the 4A 5G is going to be pretty much identical to the 4A, except with an ultra wide sensor. So why not sell the 4A 5G in India? I'm just trying to understand Google's logic when it comes to selling the Pixel phone. I don't know why they do some of the things they do. That's something that's always gonna like perplex me until I get a better idea of what's going on with their marketing team or their marketing, whatever, however it works. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at other chat here. Krishna says, I got married in the middle of all the chaos, Jerome. It's crazy out there. Well, Krishna, congratulations, man. I'm glad you're back home. I'm glad you made it safely. Nice to hear. Well, congratulations. Congrats, guys. Congrats, Krishna. I'm happy to hear that. Congrats. So, all right, here. Let me scroll back up. Tech to me, please, says loving the shirts. Birds, right? No, they're dinosaurs. They're dinosaurs. If you guys don't know that, I have to wear boys' clothes because adult clothes don't fit me anymore. So I have to wear like a boys large, like a boys 12 to 4. Anyway, I wear kids' clothes. So I buy like if I take this, like these are dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. I like dinosaurs. They work. All right. Let me scroll down here. Let me see here. Tech to me, please, says no pre-order, just a regular buy. Makes no difference as shipping takes forever. Tech to me, please. Where are you at? Where are you able? So you were just able to buy it straight up. Well, that's good. Team Verizon says they just opened pre-orders here. So wait, Team Verizon, did you pre-order your 4A as well then? I'm wondering who went ahead and picked it up, or who is waiting for like a 4A 5G or whatever instead. Let me see here. Lethal Lawnmower says it's all good. Don't pay attention to the profile picture since it was something I was going to do last year, but never got around to it. Well, maybe this is your push to do so. Anyway, Lethal, appreciate you stopping by. Oskin says, is the Pixel 4a going global? Yeah, I mean, at least it looks like to a couple of markets. Hopefully, it's coming to you. If it is, are you looking to buy it? Jason Lim says, feels like holding the Nexus 5X again. Since the phone is still new, very snappy, but long-term might lag. We'll see. Yeah, actually, I have a couple things that I want to talk about with the Pixel 4a. I did mention it today on my Twitter. So anyone who saw my tweet will get an idea of what I'm going to be talking about today with the Pixel 4a. Well, I'm talking about the battery. but we'll get into that a little later. All right, let me see here. Deepak says rumors say they are not launching here in Italy. Again, I don't know why. What am I missing here? Krishna says Google's marketing strategy is quote unquote throw it onto a wall and see if it sticks. Sigh, like always. I know. Team Verizon says got a wait list email, but I won't have any funds to get it until later this month. They said, quote unquote, stocks are limited. So hoping there's some left by that time. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. There you go. Pratyush is in here. Pratyush, welcome. Nice to see you again. I am early today. Yes, you are, or at least earlier than last time. Tech to Me, please says waiting for the 4A. So you said it was sold out, right? Or it's on pre-order. But is the 4A 5G coming to Canada? I'm assuming it would be, wouldn't it? Pratyush says by 3A price history, expecting $500 in India. Man, there are better options then, unless you want a Pixel phone in India, right? Why is it so much more expensive in India? And then why are OnePlus phones so much cheaper in India and so much more expensive in the States? I don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah, only available mid to end October due to limited stock. Pratyush is saying in India to import price hike. No one buys Pixels in India. That's why they're not launching ultra high-end price phones with more import duty. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, especially for people who live in India who might want the stock Android experience or the camera experience, and then to kind of miss out on that, it's kind of a shame. Well, it's not kind of a shame, it is a shame. But yeah, Y is saying also probably because there is no 5G in India. That's a good point. That's a good point. Sean is in the house. Sean with the laughing emoji. What are you laughing at? Is it because I was talking about like wearing boys shirts? I don't know. Pratyush says that doesn't matter. All other companies launching 5G phones in India, even without 5G right now. That's kind of a good point too. Yeah, I mean, you guys are saying that though. It's like, yeah, well, maybe that's probably why they're not shipping it out there. But yeah, Jason says because 5G telcos claimed that they won't launch as nobody will buy a 5G phone to run on a 4G network. I haven't really, I didn't even consider that. I didn't realize, yeah, I guess I wasn't thinking about how that was all working out as well. Big House says, I haven't pre-ordered. I want to walk into a Best Buy and grab one when they're available. And yeah, you might be lucky enough that they might just have one in there. Oskin says he's waiting for it. So hopefully you get it, man. Deepak says, today the Pixel 4a went on pre-order here in Italy. Oh, so it did. Wait, so Deepak, are you getting it? Or are you waiting? Or are you going to get something else? That's good though. That's good to know. Because I didn't see Italy on this list. Did I? Did I say that already? No, it's not on the list. So interesting. Hamed is in here. Hamed Al-Shamsi, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Hello. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing good. Hopefully you're doing well as well. Yeah, Oskin says he's from India waiting for the Pixel 4a. Pratyush is saying 5G has nothing to do with the Pixel 5 not launching. I can count the number of Pixel 2 Google sold in India on my fingers. That's the reason. I mean, are you saying it's just nobody wants to buy a Pixel in India? Or is it something else? I'm like genuinely curiously asking. Lethal says I updated my profile picture. Let's see how long it takes to go into effect. I think it takes a couple hours, maybe. I don't know. Hamid says go like the video, guys. Thank you, Hamid. Yeah, guys, if you can do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. It does help in the algorithm. It does help people find the chat, so I do appreciate it. CH Gadgets is in the house as well. What's good, peeps? What's going on, CH Gadgets? Nice to see you, man, as always. Oskin is also saying OnePlus making their mark in India. Yeah, they are. And I think them dropping the price on their phones is also a great way of making sure people buy the phones, because what is a better motivator to buy a phone than dropping the price on it? Krishna says there's too many better options in that price segment in markets like India. See Nokia Android One phones, for example, and older OnePlus models with better processors, and also no dual support. Oh, I didn't think about that either. I didn't think about dual support. That's a great point, Krishna. No, that's a great point. Thanks for that feedback. Let me see here. Oskin says, I think the Pixel 4a might price for 33 to 35,000 rupees. How much is that in US dollars? Is that a lot more? John's Life says, when will 5G be a John's Life? Sorry. I'm like trying to adjust here. John's Life, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. John's Life is saying, when will 5G be at its full peak? Not sure the difference between low or high band. If you're asking, like, for me, honestly, I don't think 5G is going to be at its maturity rate for, I would even say, 2 years from now. I mean, maybe we'll be lucky, and maybe by a year from now, 5G will be the dominant, faster network, but I think there's still a maturity rate that needs to be had. And that's also why I tell people not to rush into buying a phone with 5G if you're using that as a priority. If price and the camera or whatever is the better, your priority, and 5G is just included with it, then so be it. But don't use 5G as a priority when buying a phone. I don't think it's anywhere near its full peak right now, but I would imagine maybe end of 2021, 2022. I mean, look at how long 4G LTE has been around for, or just 4G and then LTE or whatever, and the improvements then. It's taken years to mature, and I don't think 5G is anywhere close to being like completely useful just yet. Y2019 says hoping the Poco X3 NFC comes to Latin America. I think I touched base on it, but I haven't really kept up to date with the Poco X3, but we're going to talk about that today. Wyatt Wolford is in the house. Hello. How's it going, Wyatt? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Prayush is saying 35,000 rupees is $500. Oh, that's right. At that price, the OnePlus Nord is $100 cheaper. Yeah, that's it. Like Krishna's right. Also, there are other options, cheaper options, especially if it's going to be priced at $500. I mean, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't buy the Pixel 4a at $500. It's $150 more. Yeah, no, I couldn't. Paul Hendricks is in here, lurking mode, fixing a slow ass laptop. Paul, what's going on? Nice to see you in here. Let me see here. Yeah, Deepak is saying 5G is still far away. Apple may push its development faster with the iPhone 12 release. You're absolutely right. I think the iPhone 12 will help push 5G to at least come into market faster than if Apple decided to do another 4G phone this year. Definitely. Tech to Me Please says in the US you'll probably get the 4a 5G and Pixel 5 by the time we in Canada get the pre-ordered Pixel 4a. That's a shame due to limited stock, COVID, and border issues. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's something I can be lucky about in the US. I guess I can't be lucky about COVID cases here though. But yeah, at least I have my Pixel 4a and the 4a 5G when it comes. Is Awika. Am I saying that right? 4G LTE will be here for another 10 to 12 years at least. The 5G talk is nonsensical. That is a great way to put it. Is IZ Awika? But welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate that feedback. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. 4G LTE is going to be here for a while. 5G is going to take also a while for it to actually make its mark, make its dominance here, well, in the States and elsewhere. Lethal says, honestly, can't decide between the 4A or the Samsung A71. I had the Galaxy A71 Lethal Lawnmower. I did return it. It's not a bad phone. Well, wait. The A71 that I had was the 730G chipset. I had the international model, actually the Latin American model. And it wasn't bad. I'm trying to think of like, I just didn't have a lot of time to use it. But the A71, I think, is going to have a bigger it has a bigger display for sure, has a bigger battery. It's just the updates and the UI. I think that's something that you'd want to think about. The camera, I mean, the A71, you can use it for more than just one main shooter, but let me know what you decide. I think that's something that like you'd have to kind of break down and figure out which one would be right for you. Krishna says dual SIM support can make or break a phone in the Indian market. A lot of people I know use SIM 1 for calling and SIM 2 for data. That's interesting. I sometimes always wondered why a lot of international phones, well, I just assumed that it was dual SIM because people traveled a lot and that's why people use it. But I didn't realize that. Is there a reason people use one SIM for calling and then the other for data? Like I'm trying to understand why they do that. What's the reasoning behind that? Nokia and OnePlus understands this, and there's lots of options from them. So why do they do that? Why do they do that internationally and they don't do that in the States? I'm just trying to like understand why it would be more beneficial to use one SIM for calling and then one SIM for data. Tech to Me Please says, if the Pixel 4a is a no-go, what would you request for first-time Android users with stock or vanilla Android? I mean, you don't have much of a choice for stock or vanilla Android except for Pixel phones. Normally, I would suggest a OnePlus phone, but OnePlus is about to change up their UI with Oxygen OS 11 or whatever. It looks like their UI is about to change, and it might not be as stock Android as it once was. So the only phones I could recommend would be a Pixel phone. Now, depending on what you want and depending on the price, that's your call. I can help you out if you're looking for a specific Pixel phone, but it depends on like how much you're deciding to spend it on. All right, let me see here. Y says the reason the 4A works in the US is because budget smartphones are incredibly uncompetitive. I can see that. And it looks like that's what they're trying to bring here to the States. Maybe not like fully how it is international wise, but I can see that. That makes a lot of sense. All right. William is in the house. William Maya, how's it going, man? Welcome. Hey, Jerome, based on when we know about the Pixel 5 so far, would you go discounted Pixel 4a XL over a Pixel 5? So here's the thing. A discounted Pixel, wait. A discounted Pixel 4a XL or a Pixel 4a 5G? Or are you talking about a discounted Pixel 4 XL? Is that what you're trying to say? Hold on, let me see if you've responded to that yet. If you're talking about a discounted Pixel 4 XL, you'll definitely get a faster processor. Yeah, you're saying 4 XL. So for a discounted Pixel 4 XL over a Pixel 5, I think that depends on performance. If you are bigger into performance and you want something that like you're going to be gaming with, if you're just doing the most basic things, I think the Pixel 5 might do you fine. It also depends on how long you're planning on keeping the phone for. But then you also have to think about Well, I believe a Pixel 5 is going to have wireless charging. It's going to have IP68 dust and water resistance. I think really the only difference with the Pixel 4 XL and the Pixel 5 would be the fact that the Pixel 5, is going to give you a smaller form factor. It's going to give you a rear fingerprint reader, which for me, I think is a plus. I would rather have a rear fingerprint reader than the face recognition or facial recognition software, hardware, whatever. But that's just me. The Pixel 5 will also give you an extended year of support since, it only gets 3 years. So you're going to be a year behind with the Pixel 4 XL. The Pixel 5 might even give you better battery. I would assume it would. I don't know if I would go for a I don't know if I would go for a discounted Pixel 4 XL. I'm not saying that the Pixel 4 XL discounted would be a bad buy. I think that would still be a good price and a good bet. But I don't know personally for me if I would pick a Pixel 4 XL over a Pixel 5. Only because of I really do enjoy the rear fingerprint reader. I really do enjoy the bigger front display. The fact that the bezels are going to be a lot more symmetrical, the form factor, the camera might get a small edge over the Pixel 5, or the camera might get a small edge in quality when it comes to the Pixel 5 over the Pixel 4 XL. There's also the fact that the Pixel 5 is going to come with an ultra wide, although the Pixel 4 XL won't, or the Pixel 5 won't have a telephoto. It's a tough call. I think it's also based on price. Me personally, I just get a Pixel 5 because I'm kind of I want the latest and greatest. It's also because I have a Pixel 4 and there are things about the Pixel 4 that I don't care for. The battery, the face unlock, or whatever you want to call it. I'd rather have a rear fingerprint reader and then the battery. But the Pixel 4 XL will at least give you better battery. Yeah, I think I laid those points out as well as I could. All right, let me see here. Team Verizon says, I agree with why in the rest of the world, especially in developing regions like Southeast Asia, mid-range is love, mid-range is life. Yeah, I can see that. And you know what? I think the mid-range phone, though, especially just in the times we're in today, I think is gonna make a wave everywhere, not just in Southeast Asia, but just in general. I think people don't want to spend $1,000 on a phone. They don't want to spend $1,200 on a phone. They don't want to spend $1,500 on this Motorola Razr 2 that I'm about to talk about. But yeah, I can totally feel that. Tech to Me Please says, explaining 5G to my relatives is like trying to understand the Pixel lineup. 4A, 5G, 5A, 5S, 5XL, so on and so forth. Ruben is in the house. What's good, Jerome? Stream, still listening in while at work. What's going on, Ruben? Nice to have you here. I'm looking forward to the Pixel 4a 5G for the larger size to maybe replace my Pixel 3 XL. Actually, I want to talk about the Pixel 3 XL today. I'm going to talk about the Pixel 3 and the Pixel 3 XL. We have some issues with that phone, and we're going to talk about that today, just in a little bit. Okay, so let me see here. CH Gadgets says the only company that has a really mature 5G is Huawei, and the powers that be have decided that they are going to stop them from selling it. I love that you said that, CH Gadgets, because I'm with you on that. Everybody's trying to take Huawei down at this point, and it looks like they're going to have to rebuild, but we'll see what happens with that. Pratyush says some telco companies or some telcos have better calling plans and others like Geo has better data plans, or also one SIM for work, one for personal use. That's great as well. That's me. I have two phones, one for personal use, one for business, but I like to have them separate so that I don't really interfere with the two, but I appreciate you sharing that, Pratyush, because I really wasn't sure what would, what the differences were when it came to that stuff. Sean is saying Sony has a near stock Android experience. Thank you for sharing that. I totally forgot about Sony. I rarely bring them up, but I appreciate you bringing that up as well. Krishna says better calling rates from one carrier and better data rates from the other. So one SIM for calling, one for data. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you. All right, let me see here. Oh, Bob Jones. Bob, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Maybe a Motorola. They're pretty close to stock Android. That's very true. That's a good point. I appreciate you saying that as well. Izawika says the Pixel 4a is the best and gorgeous phone I have ever had. It's also cheap, very cheap. It checks everything that matters to me in a smartphone. Greetings from Canada. Well, welcome. Welcome, Iz. I appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you stopping by. Let me see here. Let me scroll down. I see you guys are speaking in chat. I just got a super chat from I Love Tech a Lot. I Love Tech a Lot. What's going on? Welcome, man. Appreciate the support. Sorry, haven't ever did a super chat. This is my first ever. Today I see my pimp. LOL, I got money. Well, I Love Tech a Lot. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Guys, you guys have been killing it lately with the super chats and the memberships, and I do want to thank you. I do want to put emphasis on those who support that way. So thank you so much. I Love Tech a Lot. I'll make sure to add you in the intro and the outro for tomorrow's live stream. I'll add you for the September 2020 super chatter. So I Love Tech a Lot. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for helping me offset costs. Thank you for the love. I do appreciate it. Always want to make sure that you guys get noticed. So thank you again. I Love Tech a Lot. Welcome to the stream. All right, guys, let me see here. What am I missing? I'm scrolling down. Guys, I know I won't be able to get through everything. So Deepak says, Jerome, I got the Pixel 4, 11 Pro Max, and the Nord. Should I get the 4A? It depends. You want to get rid of your Pixel 4? I'm wondering, if you get a 4A, I don't know why you would need a Pixel 4 unless you need that processing power. If I were you, I would, if you want a good battery, if you want a better battery than your Pixel 4, get the 4A and then ditch the Pixel 4. If you need the Pixel 4 because of its processing power, if you need the Pixel 4 because of the face recognition and face unlock, hold on to your Pixel 4. Don't buy the 4A. But if you want to see how good a cheap phone can push you, I'd have a hard time not recommending the 4A. I don't know. Let me know what you think. You know what? It would be a great way to test the Nord and the 4A and see. Well, it might actually be a good way to see how the performance on the Nord is compared to the 4A. That's something I would love to see. How the 730G compares to a kind of pretty stock 765G on the Nord. I forgot you had the Nord. I forgot you had that. Oskin says, I'm disappointed that the 4A comes with Android 10, but Android 11 is out now, but still the Pixel 4A is not available all over the world, mainly in India. Oskin, I hope you're able to find what you're looking for. Hopefully you're able to get something that'll suit you. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about Android 10 being on the 4A because you can just push that. I mean, I have 11 on the 4A, and I'm going to be talking about that today, actually. Tectonic says, hi all. What's going on, Tectonic? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Sean says India is the hub of mid-range phones, and I think it's more. I think it's even deeper than that. I think it's even budget-wise. India sells a lot of budget phones. I think a lot more than other places. All right, guys, let me scroll down here. I know you guys are talking amongst each other, and I appreciate you guys showing some love there and having talk in that chat. But you know what? Let me move on because I do want to talk about. I want to talk about the Pixel 3. I saw this article from Android Police, and anyone that owns a Pixel 3 or Pixel 3 XL. Hopefully this hasn't happened to you, but I thought I would just bring this up. I brought this up in the past, and I just thought I'd bring it up again. But it says here, increasing reports of the Pixel 3 and Pixel 3 XL battery swelling damaging phones. This is seeming a little more frequent than normal for a 2-year-old phone. So anybody in the chat who is a Pixel 3 or Pixel 3 XL, can you share your experience? Have you not had this experience? It's probably happening to a very small percentage of people, but still something to bring, into light for anybody who has one that might experience this later and be like, oh yeah, I remember Jerome talked about this. So let's read into it. So if you see these pictures here, like look at that. Look at this battery swelling. Jesus. That is ugly. That is very ugly. Wow. That's more than battery swelling. That's just like like your phone is done. We're seeing many reports of Pixel 3 and 3 XL phones with swollen batteries, enough to cause the backs of the phones to lift off. There are quite a few reports in Google support forum and Reddit. The issue also affected Big Boss Artem's 3 XL. Of course, there's a running joke that Artem owns Android Police, and it always seems like Artem has issues when it comes to his Pixel phones. I mean, I've had issues. I've had issues with my Pixel phones, but not as bad as I've ever seen Artem when he complains about what's happening with his phones. The Google support thread in question has been up since May of this year and has over 60 replies. The thread is full of images of swollen Pixel 3s with varying degrees of damage. Interestingly enough, the issue even affected the Platinum product expert who's been responding to everyone. There are also a few Reddit threads describing the issue and one similar thread on a Pixel 4 XL. It seems like many people never even noticed that their battery had begun to balloon since they had a case on their phone, which is understandable. I didn't even think about that. So if you have a case on your phone, you might not even notice the swelling that's happening on there. I don't know. Is there anyone in here in chat that has a Pixel 3 or a 3 XL? If you do, can you let me know how long you've had it for? And have you noticed anything when it comes to swelling? I will check chat. I just wanted to read the story and talk about it. Nobody mentioned their phones having gone through any major impacts. Our own Artem only noticed when his phone stopped wireless charging. Wow. Obviously, this is a pretty major safety hazard with the potential for the battery to catch fire or explode. It also compromises the iPhone's IP68 rating against water and dust immersion. Should a Pixel 3 owner be unaware of the problem because of their case and take the phone into heavy rain or drop the phone into water, their phone would probably turn into a paperweight pretty quickly. So Artem says here, and now the Pixel 3 isn't wirelessly charging at all anymore. Tried 3 charges, a reboot, and removing the case, and then just found out why the wireless charging stopped working. Oh my God, Google. Quality control, Google. Check out the battery bloat that pushed the back cover out. Look at that. You see that flex right there. I had this happen on several phones before, but not in many years. Many are speculating that the use of a Pixel stand or some other wireless charger is accelerating this issue. What? No. So as I'm talking here, I have my Pixel stand right next to my monitor. And it lately I've been using it quite a bit. It's been charging my iPhone 11 Pro during my streams. So I have my iPhone 11 Pro here, and I actually keep live chat on just in case I miss something, or a super chat or a member comes in. So I know that is coming in, but I can't pull my Pixel stand. Wow, my Pixel stand is actually really warm. My Pixel stand has been charging everything lately. Anything that accepts wireless charging, I've been putting it here just because it's been on my desk and it's pretty handy. Is there something wrong with the Pixel stand? Is this something that we have to talk about? Shit. Should I be using my Pixel stand? All right. A good amount of people reporting the issue. In fact, note that they only noticed the problem when their phone's wireless charging functionality stopped working. Well, thankfully for me, I don't use cases. I have 2 Pixel 3 XLs in my household, neither of which has been wirelessly charged, and neither is exhibiting the issue. Of course, we don't know how many Pixel 3s are affected in the first place. Luckily, Google does seem to be offering complimentary device replacements. Thank God. At least Google's doing something when it comes to that. So I'm glad Google is at least putting that, support for people in the first place, or at least doing something for them. even to those out of warranty. Thank you, Google. Thank you for doing something. For those who escalate the issue through chat and emails, Google is also telling customers this is a one-time thing. So it remains to be seen what will happen if the replacement phone has the same issue in a year or two. No, you know what Google should do? Give them Pixel 4. Give them a Pixel 4, give them a Pixel 4a, give them something. If that battery swells, oh my God. Who controls who's doing quality control or that kind of stuff? I just don't understand. How many iPhones have had a battery swelling issue? When's the last time you've heard a battery swelling issue on an iPhone? I'm not saying it doesn't happen. It doesn't really sit well. You know, like I sit here and like I poke fun at Google, like having issues this year, and this year it's something else. Oh, I see I have a new member. I will look into that in a second. But like, why? I just want to I want to have a phone that's solid from Google. I know I've only had my Pixel 4a for like 3.5 weeks, but I feel like this Pixel 4a, knock on wood, even this is probably fake wood from my desk. Hopefully this Pixel 4a will stay solid, because this Pixel 4a seems like a legit phone. Even build quality seems legit. For a $350 phone, the build quality on it seems legit. Anyway, we've reached out to Google and we'll report back when we hear something. Oh my God, Google, why? Hopefully you guys who have Pixel 3s or 3XLs are not noticing this issue or don't have this issue. And if you have one, and if you have a case on it, take the case off, double check that there's no swelling on that phone, and let me know. All right, before I continue on, I see Bob Jones is a new YouTube member. Bob Jones, thank you so much for being a new YouTube member. Guys, in the chat, anybody who's a YouTube member currently, let's throw up some Nexus emoji for Bob Jones. Bob Jones, welcome. Guys, Nexus emoji. Show some love. Show some support. Bob Jones, you now have access to the custom emoji. I will add your name to the intros and outros of all of my live streams. And while we're at it, we might as well share here. If you want to be part of the Phone Jerome fam, Bob Jones, welcome to the Phone Jerome fam. You could be one too for as little as 99 cents a month. All you got to do is click this join button. You will get the red Chicago star next to your name. You'll get the green in your name. You'll get to use custom emoji as well. And then you'll get your name in every single intros and outros to my live streams. There are different tiers as well. Actually, I know Krishna, you just came back. So like, also for anybody who is a current YouTube member, DM me at Phone Jerome, DM me on Instagram, DM me on Twitch. I will give you a link to my private Discord. We talk tech in there. We talk about whatever is happening. It's just a way to, like see what else is going on. So Bob Jones, welcome. Appreciate you being part of the Phone Jerome fam. That's it as far as the marketing. Also, but actually, no, real quick. If you can't find this join button, you can go to youtube.com/Phone Jerome /join. Anyway, that's it as far as the marketing part. Bob Jones, welcome. Nice to have you on. All right, guys, let me scroll up into chat here. Let's talk about what else is going on. I'm just quickly surfing through. Deepak says my Pixel 3 gets super hot during heavy usage. Not happy. That's a little scary. Hopefully it's nothing more than it just getting hot, but keep me posted. I didn't even realize you still had your Pixel 3, Deepak. All right, let me see here. Let me scroll down. Deepak says, Jerome, I'm really tempted to grab the 4A, but the rational part of me says you already got the 4 decisions. Sell the 4. Sell the 4, get the 4A. No, you let me know what you end up doing. Bob Jones says, I imported the Nord and have been using it for about 2 weeks. Great device. There you go. Wait, Bob Jones, are you in the States? Are you in the US or are you elsewhere? I'm not sure. I'm just curious. Or did you say you're from, I forget. I can't keep up. There's a lot more people lately. And I just got a super chat from Ruben. Oh my God, Ruben with a $10 super chat. My God, Ruben. Usually Ruben's with the $7. Ruben's number is 7, but Ruben with the $10 super chat. Thanks for the warning, Jerome. I have a case on my 3XL and don't have it with me while at work because I was rooting it late last night. Ooh, you were rooting it. Oh, you were putting Android 11 on it. And I'm on my 2XL while at work. Ruben, do you own all the Pixels? Man, you're rocking the 2XL at work? Damn. Damn, Ruben, with a $10 super chat. Ruben, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support as always, guys. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the love as always. Thank you so much. Again, Ruben, thank you again. I will make sure to keep that tally on your super chat for September. So Ruben, thank you again. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right, guys, let me scroll back up here. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. I know I'm missing a few things. I can't get to all the chat because chat is kind of, blowing up. So hopefully, I can get to what I can. Let me see here. Team Verizon says, Jerome, I have to ask, does the camera glass on the 4A scratch easily as well as the matte plastic texture? Well, here, let me show you. So if you can see you can't, I know it's not going to be as good just showing you here, but, and for people that don't know, I rock my Pixel 4A naked. I rock all my phones naked, all of them naked, no screen protectors, no cases, no nothing. So if I look at the phone, if I'm looking at the phone right now, I'll tell you this much. I am not finding scratches. There's a lot of like oil from like my greasy fingers, but like I don't really see any scratches as far as the camera lens. So I'm just going to wipe this off just to make sure there's like no. So the glass on the camera, I see like a light scratch. There's like one light one, but like it's too hard to. Oh, there you go. That kind of but like it's pretty clean for what it is. And I mean, here's the thing. I've only owned the phone for 3 weeks, but I don't use cases. I do put it in an empty pocket 99% of the time. There are times that I might put it in a pocket with another phone because I carry multiple phones on me. But for the most part, I usually give it one pocket by itself. And honestly, here's the truth. I actually haven't been carrying 2 phones in a while. I love this Pixel 4a so much that I haven't even been carrying a second phone. I sometimes will, but most of the time I don't. But yeah, does it scratch easily? I don't really know for sure. Even though I carry my phones naked, I'm still kind of careful with them. I might handle them a lot rougher than most people, but I still try to make sure I put some like love and care into it. Unless the phone's getting old, then sometimes I'm just like, whatever. But I don't know. That's probably not the best like way to answer that question, but hopefully it helps a little bit. Krishna says, wow, those battery swells look bad. Yeah, they look pretty bad. All right, let me see here. Zane Beg is in the house. Zane Beg says, I want them to hurry and release the Pixel lineup. I need to see which one I want to get. Need a new damn phone. Hopefully we get more info on them later. I Love Tech a Lot says, battery looks like an accident waiting to happen. It really does. All right, let me see here. Prayush says, the Pixel 4a 1-year update cycle will be over when they launch in India. Oh, God. Let me see. Jason says, hopefully not the Pixel 3 XL, but the battery swelling on my Nexus 4, Nexus. You have battery swelling on all those phones, Jason? I haven't noticed any swelling on my Nexus 6P. Or are you? Wow, that's crazy. There you go. Zane Beg says, I remember when my friend's iPhone 6 had that same battery swelling problem. There you go. All right, let me scroll down here. Sorry, guys. I know I'm not going to be able to get to everything. Jason says, heat is a battery killer. If using a wireless charger, it could get worse. Some suggested to remove the cover when charging. It makes me wonder if I should be using this Pixel stand. I don't know if the Pixel stand is causing it to get worse. Hopefully not. Deepak says, I had and still have all the iPhones and Pixels released till today. That's crazy. I had a lot of quality issues on Pixels and 0 problems on iPhones. I mean, that just goes like, I know that might be anecdotal. I know that might just be one person, but like for me too, Samsungs are also solid devices, especially from the Galaxy S6. Thank you for sharing, Deepak. Like for me, I haven't had a lot of issues on my iPhones either. On my Pixels, I had an issue on my Pixel 3 when the screen turned green. The entire screen turned green. I have a video on it. I had issues on my Pixel 2 XL with the blue tint. I had that issue on that phone. My Pixel 4, the current Pixel 4, the oleophobic coating wore off on it. That's an issue. I'm trying to think of my Nexus phones. I feel like my Nexus phones haven't had as many issues. I don't know, but there have been issues. I just all right. Let me scroll down here. Oh, Bob Jones says he's from Canada. There you go. Thank you. Krishna says hashtag naked phone gang. There you go. Big House also says Jerome likes to live on the wild side. Just a little bit. Big House also says no second phone. The 4A has your full attention. I see it. It has. Big House, I know you follow me, right? Don't you follow me on Instagram? Look at all my pictures on Instagram lately. They've all been the 4A. I haven't done anything else except on the 4A. Damien is in the house. Damien Wadadley, how's it going? Hey, Jerome. So the LG Velvet on T-Mobile with a trade-in comes out to $347. Yeah, pretty sweet deal. That's definitely a sweet deal. How are you liking it? Just had some time in the hand with the floor model at my local T-Mobile store. It's pretty. I'm sure it is. That's great, Damien. You got to keep me posted because for people that don't know, Damien got the LG Velvet, right? The T-Mobile version, but he got the version that doesn't have the Snapdragon 765G. He got the version that has the Dimensity. The Dimensity, they're calling it the 1000C, but people are saying that it might be the Dimensity 800. Damien, let me know how you're liking the LG Velvet. I'm curious. Did T-Mobile put bloatware on that phone? Did they put some of their apps on there? Does the splash screen, meaning when you turn the phone on, does it have the T-Mobile logo? That's the one thing that I don't like when T-Mobile does that, when they add that stuff in there, or is it completely unlocked? Curious. I mean, it might not make a difference to other people. For me, it's one of those things that kind of rubs me the wrong way, but I'm just curious. Either way, $347 sounds like a sweet deal. It really does. Congratulations on the new phone. Ted is in the house as well. Hi, Jerome. What's going on, Ted? Welcome. Nice to see you in here. Harsh Mystery is in here as well. Looks like the other regulars are popping in. Hello. How's it going? I'm late. Harsh Mystery, you're good. No worries. Oskin says Google gives 3 years of software updates for the 4A, but one of those is gone even before it launched in India. I see where you're coming from. I see what you're saying. That's why it's unfortunate, because you haven't even had the phone. So for you, it's just like, okay, I might get 2 more years and then that's it. That makes a lot of sense. Zane Beg also says my Samsung S6 right now has a mic problem. I can't talk on the phone unless I use the speakerphone. That's why I need a new phone. My brother had the same problem with an iPhone 6S. Yeah, I feel for you, Zane. Chicago police or ambulance. Okay, it's gone. Zane, fingers crossed that you figure something out and you find the right Pixel that will suit you the best. Hoping you figure out what you end up getting. Deepak says Pixels may have hardware issues, but we love them. It's like the phone you love to hate, right? It's like no matter what happens, I still find myself buying every Pixel phone that comes out because I don't know. I'm a glutton for punishment. I enjoy. I'm a, what is it? Is it a masochist? Is that someone who enjoys pain? I forget what the word is. Anyway, Jude Campbell is in the house. What up, Jerome? Jude, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Have I seen you in here before? If I have not, welcome to the stream. Big House says, yes, I've seen your photos on IG. Nice work. I like the detail of the Harry Carey pic. Thank you, Big House. Yeah, that was taken right at Wrigley Field. All right, let me see here. John's Life says, had my 5-year-old playing on my S20 Ultra naked. Bad mistake. Slap a case on it. Yeah, you don't want your 5-year-old playing with your S20 Ultra. Jesus. Fear the Roof 42 is in the house. Thought I was going to miss today's stream, but then I realized it's only 4:15. That's Phone Jerome OT time. Hey there, Jerome. What's going on, Fear the Roof 42? Yes, guys, I'm looking at the time right now. It's 58 minutes. You guys are crazy in chat. You guys are ridiculous in chat because I've gone through 2 stories and we're 58 minutes into 2 stories. I still need to talk about this Motorola Razr 2, and I need to talk about the Poco X3 NFC. So we're going to get into that. I'm going to need to take a little time, guys, and read these stories. So please, please. I'm kidding. I appreciate the chat. I love talking with the community, and it's always entertaining, and it's always good to learn new things as well. Oskin says, I'm thinking to have the Pixel 4a for 4 years. Will it be a good choice for 4 years? I don't, Oskin, I don't know for 4 years. Maybe the 4a 5G for 4 years, but if you're not even gonna get the 4a 5G, I don't know. I have to think about that. Chat can maybe help you out better. Like for me, a Snapdragon 730G for 4 years, I don't know. If you told me I would have to use this for 4 years, I'd be a little scared. I'd be a little scared that the processor wouldn't be able to keep up, but I don't know. Let me know what you end up doing. Well, I guess whenever it even comes to you. Aditya, am I saying that right? Aditya, please. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but Aditya, Anil. Good day, Jerome. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Ruben says, I went from a Nexus 6P to this Pixel 2 XL thanks to your video on waiting on newer batches to avoid the color shift. Thank you for watching that video. That video actually got picked up by The Verge. They posted that video. And now the Pixel 3 XL. There you go, Ruben. There you go. Pratyush says, going early today, 2 a.m. Good night. Good night, Pratyush. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you stopping by. Big House says, OT. Jude's asking, what device are you rocking at the moment? I'm rocking the Note 20 Ultra personal and an iPhone 8 Plus, 256 gigs for your work device. Okay, Jude, this is what I'm rocking right now. I'm rocking a Pixel 4a as my daily driver, as the phone I'm using 99% of the time. That has my main SIM in it. But if you're asking what else I carry, my iPhone 11 Pro. This contains my other SIM. My business phone is my iPhone. The other phones that I do rock, I do have a Pixel 4, but I barely use it. And then I also have a Huawei P40 Pro Plus that I spent $1,300 on that has been getting no use lately. The Pixel 4a has been like one of my favorite phones in one of the longest times as far as a Pixel device, mainly because of the price, but that's what I'm rocking right now. How are you liking your Note 20 Ultra? Hopefully you're liking it. Parth Gupta is in the house. Parth, what's going on? Come to think of it, Sony is the only company I haven't had problems with. There you go. My Sony Xperia Z2 still works to this day with water resistance intact. That's awesome, Parth. I keep forgetting about Sony's. I totally keep forgetting about them. Big House says maybe 2 years. Krishna is saying not for 4 years, maybe 1 or 2. Get a flagship if you want to use a phone for 4 years. There you go. Prayush is saying, well, I used my OnePlus 3 for 5 years. Now the 4a is doable for my standards. Maybe. The OnePlus 3 was my first OnePlus phone, Prayush. Wow, 5 years. Holy cow. Jude says, great setup, Jerome. That P40 Pro, though. Wait. That's not even a P40 Pro. This is a P40 Pro Plus. This is the one with the ceramic back. This is the one with the 10 times optical zoom. It's the highest end version. This is the one with the 512 gigs of internal storage. I went all out on that one. All right, guys, we got to move on real quick. If you haven't had a chance, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. If you are not a subscriber, I don't know what you're waiting for. I am the best YouTuber in the entire world. We all know that. So hit that subscribe button. I stream weekdays at 2 p.m. Central. You can find me here every weekday at 2 p.m., usually only until 3 p.m. Central, but it looks like we're doing OT today, guys. I don't know how long we're doing OT for, but I got 2 more stories for you. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to talk about the Motorola Razr 2. Here you go. This article from Ars Technica says, Motorola's Razr 2 hopes to right the wrongs of the original Razr reboot. It's only slightly different from the Razr 1, hopefully with all the bugs worked out. You know what the biggest bug on this phone is? The fact that it's $1,500. This is an expensive ass phone. Does it look cool? Yeah, I like it. I like the fact that it's, like a flip phone. It brings back those nostalgic moments. You know what's funny though? is when the Motorola Razr was a big thing back in the day, I never owned one because I always only owned Nokia phones. I was a candy bar guy. I was a candy bar phone guy. By candy bar, I mean it didn't fold. It was just like, it was a brick phone pretty much. But I know Motorola Razrs were so popular back in the day. And this is like an awesome like revision of it. Although I guess the first one really had a bunch of issues. So let's see what this phone has. So Motorola is taking a second swing at a foldable reboot of the Razr with what it's calling the quote unquote new Razr. That kind of sucks that like the first one was so bad that they're going to call this one the new Razr. It's slightly faster, slightly cheaper, slightly different looking, and no longer a Verizon exclusive. Hallelujah. The one thing that I hate more than anything else, if you are new to this channel, the one thing that I hate more than anything else is exclusives that are carried by phone manufacturers. I hate that. Hate is a strong word, but I mean it. When I know that a phone company is making an exclusive phone like goddamn Verizon, didn't they make the OnePlus 8 exclusive that will have millimeter wave? But not only that, they decided to go ahead and up the price. They even upped the price by $100, adding bloatware to it, adding their insignia logo to it. I hate that shit. That is the thing that annoys me the most. So that's great that it's no longer a Verizon exclusive, but does that mean that now it's completely unlocked? Is that what they're doing? Can you buy the phone unlocked? It says here, we're also hoping it's a little more sturdy and viable than the original Razr reboot, which had atrocious. I didn't realize how bad this build quality was until like all those reports came out. Was constantly out of stock, probably due to production issues. Yeah, look at that. The reboot hit stores in February of 2020, and this is coming out in September. So not even a year later. So the specs, oh my God. Look at these specs, guys. These specs are ridiculous. Okay, hold on here. And by ridiculous, I'm not saying they're good. The Razr 2, we're calling it that, deal with it. It's $1,400. $1,400 for a 765G chipset. $1,400 for a 765G chipset. You can buy a 765G chipset for way less than $1,400. You're spending that money for a foldable phone. Let's be honest. That's what you're spending the money for. But we all know that. Well, I think we all know that. You know what's unfortunate? There are people who are probably going to buy this phone who know nothing about phones, who just want the phone because it's like the old Motorola Razr. The old Motorola Razr, they spent $1,400 on it, and they're getting a 765G chipset for, well, I guess if you have that kind of money, then maybe you don't care. Maybe you don't care. So let's see here. 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of internal storage, and a tiny 2800 milliamp hour battery. Tiny 2800 milliamp hour battery. What's on my Pixel 4? What's on this small ass phone? Is it 2900 milliamp hours, or is it about the same? All right. So, but they're saying here it's better than the Razr 1, which it is, and it has all these specs. We're not going to get into that now. There's also NFC on this version. Well, thank God. So you can finally use tap to pay. A major disappointment is that the Razr 2 screen is still 100% plastic. There's no ultra thin glass like you'd get on the Galaxy Z Flip. Samsung's foldable displays are a plastic and glass sandwich with the outside layer being plastic. While that's nowhere near as nice as normal glass, the underlying layer of glass does help stiffen up the display surface and stop the squishy feel of other flexible displays. The old Razr display also had a ton of issues, which hopefully Motorola has worked out by now. Have they though? Have they worked those issues out? I guess we won't know until we like see the reviews or whatever. So they're saying the Razr 2 design is different. It's thicker. What else? The design of the single outside camera is different and maybe a bit strange looking. It's no longer centered on the front of the phone. Instead, Motorola chose to place the flash LED next to the camera. Blah, blah, blah. I don't really want to get into it. I do want to watch this video though. I kind of want to see like how nice they made this phone, or like what kind of like marketing stuff they did. I can't play the music for you guys, so I'm sorry. I mean, I like the nostalgic part of this phone, but like I would never spend the money on it. I would not spend $1,400 on this phone, especially knowing that it has a Snapdragon 768G chipset in there. If I was made of money, then yeah, sure. You'd be able to show it off, but like I just don't even know if this would be like a good daily phone, you know? I mean, I feel like I would just end up flipping my phone up anyway, most of the time. Unbelievable 5G speed, guys. Unbelievable. This is what I hate about marketing, because they pretend that like these speeds are ridiculously fast right now, that if you buy this phone, your old 4G LTE phone is just going to be left in the dust with this unbelievable 5G speed. Anyway, there you go. That's the quote unquote new Motorola Razr. Do with it what you will. It's not my favorite, but it might be for some other people. All right, let me go ahead and get back into chat here, and then we will finish it off with the Poco X3 NFC. Let me see if I missed anybody. Fear the Roof 42 says, I understand that, dude, watching phone Jerome at 2 a.m. in Cleveland. I'm sure you'll still be streaming at 2 a.m. No, we got to end this stream. Kana Ver, am I saying that right? Kana, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Do you see a trend going back to one-handed use phones under 6 inches? Pixel 4a looks so handy. No? Kana, so I don't know if it's a trend that will be coming back, but I love that trend. If it is a trend, I look forward to it. One of the things that I've been talking about when it comes to the Pixel 4a is how great of a form factor it is. I love the one-handed form factor. I don't have big hands. Like, they might look big, but they're not. I'm a small guy. I think I have relatively smaller hands, but the Pixel 4a for me is a great one-handed phone. That's why I'm actually looking forward to the Pixel 5, because the Pixel 5 is going to have the same form factor. If anything, just a little bit bigger, but it's still going to have that full screen display, if not an even bigger display with smaller bezels. So it's something that I'm looking forward to. Hopefully something that they're going to keep doing, but we'll see. I mean, the Pixel 4a, I think the Pixel 5a is going to be the same, and maybe they'll keep that trend for the Pixel 5 and the Pixel 6. And if that's the case, like I'm all for it. Like, sign me up, because that will be something that I can sign my name off on. Okay. Sean says these modern flip phones would be a hit in Japan. Is it because, like, why though? Is it because Japan likes different stuff or something? I'm just trying to understand why Japan and why not us here in the US. John's Life says, I was a Sidekick user, then an old school Razr. There you go. There you go. I remember those too. Aditya says, the Razr 2 looks promising. Unlocked option. So like, I'm happy for that. Thank God that there's an unlocked option now, and hardware changes are nice. I mean, definitely they're great changes. They're great updates, but $1,400, that is a tough pill to swallow. Pricing is hard to do. There you go. I should have just kept reading. When you're not as influential and well connected with Qualcomm. Fair point. Fair point. Yeah, Sean says, I like it, but the price, very true. Big House also says, I love Motorola, but they're crazy with this price. Sell it for the $700 to $800 and undercut Samsung. It will never sell to the masses at 1K. Very true. Very true. Yeah, Sean says, facts. I'm glad to see a bump in the specs, though. Same here. Team Variety says, rip Razr 2. I wanted to like the revival, but yeah, I hear you on that. Krishna says Razr 2 is promising indeed. Maybe foldables are going to be the new norm by the next 4 to 5 years. Then we can get them for cheap. Maybe. But do you think so, guys? Do you think foldables will be a normal thing 4 to 5 years? Or do you think people will like still enjoy candy bar phones? Because I still like them. I still like this form factor. I'm not really big on like folding phones. Maybe I will be in the future, but I'm not a fan of dual displays. I don't really care about that. Although I will say that LG Wing, remember I was making fun of like the Pixel Wing. I kind of like that because that second display was like super, super thin. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about it today, but obviously that can change in the future as well. Big House says it could have an 865 plus and it's still overpriced in my opinion. I agree with you, Big House. I totally agree with you. Deepak says 1400 is for MKBHD and other rich YouTubers. 100% correct. And like, let's be real. MKBHD is not even getting that phone. He's not even spending 1400 for that phone. You don't think Motorola is probably giving him that phone for free? I'm pretty sure they are. Krishna says, Jerome, Moto said they had to go for the 7 series chip because the 8 series chips are power hungry. And with that battery, oh my God, that's very true. Can you imagine what kind of battery life a Snapdragon 865 or an 865 Plus would get with a 2800 milliamp hour battery? Oh my God, that would be ridiculous. Yeah, that thing won't last. What, maybe 3 hours of screen on time. There you go. Sean says 2900 milliamp hour battery. This is telling me I need to end the stream. My light just went out. Guys, give me a second. My other battery is charging right now with the light. So hopefully that'll last longer. Guys, give me a second. I got to grab the other battery for the light. For people that wonder, this is the light I use. This small light powers like that little backlight you see. So back in the day, I used to actually have a, sorry, I'm changing the battery on here. I actually have those big box lights, but I live in a studio apartment that's like not even, I live in 375 square feet. I live in a tiny, tiny apartment. And give me one second. And in this apartment, having those big lights, it takes up too much space. Like you guys don't see it. I'm going to end up doing an apartment tour sooner or later so you guys can see how I've decorated this apartment. I'm just waiting on a couple art pieces or whatever. But like, you see that couch right there? Right behind that couch is my bed. Like I don't have a bedroom. So like, and then my bed, you guys can't see that, but my bed sits right next to my refrigerator. Like I sleep next to my fridge. That's how small of an apartment I have. So like I make the best of my space and I think I do a pretty good job at making my space work for me. But yeah, so like that small light works a lot better because then it's not taking up space. It just sits on top of a bookcase. Anyway, moving on. Zane Bag says, wait, a 765G and I thought the Pixel 5 was overpriced. Asleep at the keys. Whoa, a Jerome vid. Been a minute. Damn it, YouTube. Stop burying my good stuff. Asleep at the keys. Welcome to the stream. How do I not remember this name though? How you doing? Are you an old fan? Have you been watching for a while? Asleep at the keys. Welcome to the stream. It's nice to see you. All right, let me scroll down here. Harsh Mystery says, looks like this phone is just launched to recover money and not really to improve the phone. Man, like you might be speaking the truth. Yeah, they've made a couple improvements on it, but I just don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. Hackney Man is in the house. What's up, stream? Hackney Man, how's it going, man? Welcome. You are, for everybody who's wondering, it is almost an hour and 20 minutes into the stream. You have entered TNT Jofi OT. Welcome to TNT Jofi OT, where we go overtime with tech news. guys, appreciate you all staying in chat and talking with me and having this OT time. I appreciate it. Krishna says that Moto Display is put to good use after those software updates. I like it too. There you go. There you go. I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong. Would I use that phone? Sure. If I got one that wasn't $1,400, if Motorola decided to give me one for free, sure. I'd love to play around with it and test it out and give you guys my idea of, or my, how I like the phone, then sure. But there's no way I would be buying that phone outright. Deepak says, I'm a big fan of Moto phones, but this Razr is too expensive. I agree. Yeah, Sean, quote unquote, unbelievable 5G speed. Ernie Manning is in the house as well. I'm not spending $1,400 on any phone. I hear you. Although, how can I talk when I spent $1,300 on this? So let me see here. Krishna says 5G speeds that blow you away. Literally marketing. Oh God. Hackney Man says, I saw the 4A pre-order when live in the UK, waiting for the 4A 5G. There you go. There you go. Ernie says, to the point about flip phones in Japan, Samsung released several flip-oriented smartphones in those markets only. So they just, it sells a lot better, flip phones in Japan? I didn't know that. Big House says, foldable phones aren't for me. I like the dual screen concept better. Yeah, I think there are a lot of people who like the dual screen display. I don't know if I can ever get into either of those. That's something I'm still trying to figure out. Deepak says foldables are still too delicate for the average Joe. Sean says, I like chocolate bar phones better. Chocolate bar phones. But flip phones are great for minimalists and people with small hands. That's true. That's true. Fear the Roof 42 says, there's nothing wrong with 3 to 4 hours of screen on time. Signed, Fear the Roof 42's Pixel 4. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your honest feedback with your battery life. Okay, let me see here. Asleep at the Key says, thanks. Yeah, it used to be something else. I don't even remember. No worries. Bob Jones says 765G on the Moto is just fine. That price, though, not that it matters in Canada anyway. Aditya says, mate, studio apartments are funky, kind of easy to clean, but makes effective use of space a necessity. Sorry for all the caps. You're good. Foldables, in my opinion, are an intermediate step en route to AR tech. I didn't think about that. That's a good point. I never thought about that. But to talk about studio apartments, yeah, I actually prefer small spaces. I don't like big spaces. I love studio apartments because to me, it lets me get rid of the things I don't need. And it lets me try to use the space as efficiently as possible. When I have the studio tour, you guys will get to see how I actually effectively use the space. But great point. Aditya. I like that. I like that feedback. Sean says, when I said about Japan, I think it would be a hit because they like different shit out there. But the price ain't it. It isn't. It really isn't. Asleep at the Key says, maybe it'll be more worthwhile if I can shave. Yeah, shave with the razor. There you go. There you go. All right, guys, let's move on. Let's talk about the Poco X3 NFC. So this is an article about this is an article reviewing the phone. I'm not really going to get into all of that. I'm just going to skim through it because we're an hour and 20 minutes in. I have been speaking for quite a bit. My jaws are kind of but I put it in the title. We got to talk about it. So let's talk about it. Yesterday, the Poco X3 NFC was introduced to the world. Today, it landed with us for a full review. Before we get on with the long procedures and tests, we unpack it to see what the box has to offer. So the Poco X3 NFC comes with a 33-watt charger, so a fast charger, a see-through plastic case. Wow. And even some Poco stickers. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't know that's what the sticker looks like. I like that. So it's a LCD screen, 6.67 inches, 120 hertz refresh rate. So that's awesome as well, with a fingerprint scanner on the side. Do any of you ever use fingerprint scanners on the side or side fingerprint scanners? I've never used one of those. Are those effective? Do those make any sense? Do those even feel good at all to use? Do they even work? Are they accurate? Just curious. I never used them before. So a single punch hole punch, which is centrally placed on the front, it looks like. This box looks kind of cool, actually. 4 cameras on the back lined up on an X pattern. So like right here, there's your X. They should have made the X like actually make it an X. With the LED flash assisting for proper aesthetics. You get a 64 megapixel main camera, an ultra wide shooter alongside 2 auxiliary 2 megapixel sensors. What does 2 megapixel auxiliary sensors mean? Does that qualify as a dual camera or a quad camera setup? If it has auxiliary 2 megapixel sensors, I don't even understand that. All right. The battery is where the Poco X3 NFC excels. 5160 milliamp hours, so a huge battery, 33 watt charging. In the end, the Poco X3 NFC is a phone that starts at just 230 euros, and then 200 euros for some early birds. Wow, that's definitely a great price. And at first glance offers more than its competitors in this price range. Arguably, more importantly, it's globally available. Arguably, more importantly, it's globally available, making it particularly exciting. Wait, where can I buy this phone? If they say globally, that means me too, right? That means me in the States. We'll now set off to check if its real-life performance can cash the checks written by the spec sheet. Hold on. So I don't remember. What chipset does this use? All right. I have to pull it up, right? I gotta make sure that I see these specs properly. Poco X3 NFC. Are they calling it NFC because the previous version didn't have NFC? Or what am I missing when it comes to that? So this Poco X3 NFC has a Snapdragon 7. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. This is the first phone that's using the 732G, the Snap 732G, 6 gigs of RAM. So it's going to be a little more powerful than my Pixel 4a. Oh, wow. I would love to test this out. So an X3 732G chipset, a brand new chipset, 6 gigs of RAM, a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, a 5,100 milliamp hour battery, 120 hertz refresh rate, 128 gigs of internal storage. Well, I guess they have one with 64 gigs. It even has a micro SD slot. It uses a shared SIM slot. Okay. Yeah, actually, I think my Huawei P40 Pro Plus has that. Stereo speakers. That is not a bad phone at the price. All these specs on here. Yeah, $230 US. Where can I buy this phone? I'm just curious. Can I buy this phone? I'll have to look. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Those are pretty impressive specs. I would totally test this out. I think Android Stud has this phone, doesn't it? Or doesn't he? I should ask Leo. I think so between you and me and all the other people in here, I think Leo gets these Poco phones for free. Leo's going to be like, "What are you doing, Jerome?" But I feel like he always gets the Poco phones unless he's ordering them. I would definitely test this phone out to see how it compares to my Pixel 4a. But it's already going to be behind. It's only going to have Android 10. I'm not going to get Android 11 on it for like who knows how long. Interesting. All right, let me look at chat here. Hackney Man says, "What kind of OT are you doing here?" Well, now you know what it's like. Big House, Xiaomi. Big House loves Xiaomi. For sure. Oskin says, "Ooh, Tiny House Nation, Jerome." Yeah, for sure. I live in a very small apartment. Bob says, "I had an S10e. I didn't like the side sensor. Thank you for sharing that info." Well, Big House says, "My Redmi Note 9S has one. Fast and handy." Zane Baig says, "I used a friend's S10e, which has a side fingerprint sensor. It's kind of weird, but you could use it to bring down the notification shade." Oh, I didn't know that. Sean says the side-mounted fingerprint scanner is the most natural. Really? That's a big statement. Asleep at the Key says maybe like a sensor that does color measuring. I want to say Huawei did that with the Mate 9 or somewhere around there. Color measuring? What's color measuring? I don't even know what that is. Aditya says side mounted fingerprint scanners are quite good when done right, when combined with the power button. Had hands-on time with some Sony phones, have not owned any, so can't comment on longevity. Paul says a 2 megapixel macro. There you go. Yeah, Big House 732G. He knows. Krishna says side mounted fingerprint scanners are just like the ones on the back, but mounted on the side. They're fine if you have an average size palm. Thank you for sharing. Brian Lau is in the house. It's got an IR blaster. I didn't know that either. That's awesome. I didn't realize that. Thank you for sharing that, Brian. Asleep at the Key says sounding really good. Now I'm just worried about US band support. That's a fair point. Big House says I'm definitely getting one when it comes to eBay US. So is that where we got to get it, Big House? We got to wait for that. Krishna says 2 megapixel, any cameras on a phone in 2020 are total BS in my opinion. Poco pulled a OnePlus strategy here, multiple cameras just for the sake of marketing. Yeah, so that's the thing that bothers me. People will call it a quad cam, a triple cam or whatever, but like those are just, they're not really extra cameras, right? Yeah, no, so I'm with you on that. Big House says Stud has the Poco too. Why did I think he had the Poco X3 as well? I just thought people were like getting them. Krishna says it's a decent phone if you're going to use it for a year. So there you go. A $5 super chat from Levin Williams. I'm late, but I'm here. Levin, welcome. I know Levin's been real busy when it comes to work and stuff, but it's always nice to see you here. It's always nice to see a regular that kind of came here like from the beginning. So Levin, appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate the support. Thank you for the love, guys. You guys have been so generous with the support and everything. So Levin, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for making it, even though it's a bit later. Hopefully you've been catching the replays, but thank you for stopping by. Team Verizon says my Xperia L4 has a side fingerprint sensor, although it's separate from the power button. It was awkward at first, but it's all right for the most part. I'd love to try it out just to see how it is. Harsh Mystery says rather than adding 8K recordings in the phone, I'd rather have a good upgrade on 3 existing 4K cameras. Almost no one has an 8K TV or a monitor to watch 8K, and it's not like the phone display is 8K, so you make a good point, Harsh, for sure. Fear the Rue 42 says you need an OT intro and outro. Maybe I do. Like a little like, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll do that. Zane Begg says you got to love that it has an IR blaster to have maximum trolling. My Huawei P40 Pro Plus has one. I love it. I've used it as well. There you go. Paul says my Poco got a 5 megapixel macro. It's superb. Big House says, nah, the Poco X3 is being sold on AliExpress, Banggood, and GearBest as well. Wait, where did I get my Huawei P40 Pro Plus? I can't remember now. I talked about it before and I can't remember. Levin says, unfortunately, I've been part of the replay crew, but I enjoy the content. Thank you, Levin. As always, thank you. All right, guys. So much chat, guys. Asleep at the Key says, sorry, I had to look that up, but yeah, the Mate 9 had 2 sensors and one was normal color and one was monochrome that let in more light. Oh, I see what you're saying. I was thinking it was something like that. I gotcha. All right. Appreciate that. Thank you for sharing. Big House says, I have a trusted eBay seller is to use, so I'll wait. There you go. Okay, guys, really quick. I want to do one more thing. One more thing before I go. I noticed something today. I guess I noticed it yesterday as well. But I want to talk about this today because I'm trying to find it. Give me 1 second here. So the one thing I want to talk about is Android 11. I put Android 11 on my Pixel 4a the other day. And I charged the phone to 100%. And right now it's going through its battery life. Right now it's going through, like I'm doing battery testing with it. The only reason I bring this up is because Team Verizon was talking about how his Pixel 3a all of a sudden has so much better battery life. And it's hard when people say that. In my head, I'm like, yeah, but really, how much better is it going to be? So like, I didn't think much of it, really didn't think much of it. But here's the thing. you guys have known I've been testing the battery on my Pixel 4a now for 3 weeks, and I actually have not missed a beat. I put a video out when I use it for like a week or whatever, and the battery life on my Pixel 4a is incredible. I've said it many times. I still stand by it. I am able to get about 5 hours screen on time on my Pixel 4a, and I usually get about, I would say, 25 to 30 hours off the charger. So I'm able to get 5 hours of screen on time while still getting over a full day plus off the charger. Those are great, great numbers for a $350 phone with the battery size that it has. Here's the thing. I installed Android 11 on it the other day. I posted this on Twitter. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, you can find me at Phone Jerome. But on Twitter, I posted this tweet. I said, okay, wait, off the charger. So when I posted this at, what time did I post this? Does it show here? It doesn't. Oh, at 12:47 p.m. So I posted this 3 hours ago, guys, 3 hours ago. So right now, my Pixel 4a is off the charger for 41 hours. So not quite 2 days, but getting there. Off the charger, 38 hours. I had 13% left on the battery, and I had 5 hours and 30 plus minutes of screen on time. Right here, 5 hours and 32 minutes of screen on time with 13% battery left and 38 hours off the charger. I've had good battery life on my Pixel 4a. I've told you that. This is a new record, I think, for me. This is a new record. I don't think I've had that much good battery life. I'd have to look and double check. But here's the thing. It's 3:51 p.m. now. It's 3 hours past that tweet. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pull up the battery life for you just so you can see what kind of battery I'm getting right now. So right now I'm at 6% battery life. 6% battery life. I'm trying to like get this to focus. I don't think it, there you go. 6%. Well, it kind of did. God damn it. Whatever. 6% battery life. And if you can see here, 6 hours, guys, 6 hours and 10 minutes of screen on time with 6% battery life left. Just so you know, just so you understand how long the phone has been off the charger, to show you I'm not lying to you, it's been off the charger for 1 day and 17 hours. So, 41 hours. That's what I said. It's been off the charger. It's been off the charger for 41 hours, and it has over 6 hours of screen on time. This is only the first day on Android 11. I'm not saying that Android 11 is going to make the battery that much better, but we'll see for tomorrow, because I'm about to charge this to 100% and we're going to do it all over. And maybe Android 11 really is trying to maximize the way you use battery life on the phone. I haven't changed anything on my Pixel 4a. I haven't changed anything on it. So maybe Android 11 is really saving some battery. Maybe it's actually doing something that it's saying it's doing. We'll see. This is just 1 day. So we'll see how this really fares as time goes on. All right. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I see another super chat again from Levin with a $2 super chat. I've been doing the same test on my 3XL and 4XL. Keep me posted, Levin. Let me know how that's going. Actually, Levin, I did post something about the battery again on the 3XL. You might want to catch that in replay, but I'm sure whenever you watch it, you'll take a look. Let me just kind of finalize chat in here to make sure. Team Rise says, I should note that it was with moderate use, YouTube and video streaming, music playing, web browsing, and messaging. Yeah, to be fair, the things that I use my phone for is, and I'll show you here so you see it. You see Spotify, right? I use a lot of Spotify. I go for like daily walks. And so because this has been used for more than 2 days, there's over 3 hours of Spotify use. There's 2 hours of YouTube use, Chrome for 45 minutes, Telegram for 55 minutes, Instagram for half an hour, Reddit for 15 minutes, Twitter for 20 minutes, the camera only 5 minutes, and then Gmail for 5 minutes, Amazon, and like those are much less. But yes, the basics. So nothing crazy, nothing super heavy. I'm not gaming on it, but still 6 hours of screen on time is pretty incredible. And that's not all Wi-Fi either. That's also me being out using cellular LTE coverage. Again, I told you guys, I do about like an hour and a half to 2 hours, like when I'm using Spotify, walking out. So like there's still a good amount being used, not using Wi-Fi. So far, so good when it comes to battery life. Again, we'll see how that fares as time goes on. Krishna says, waiting for this. It's been really good for me too on my 4XL. That's great. Standby battery's been so good after the update. I charged it only once since then. It's on 42% now. Charge it to 100% 5 p.m. yesterday. That's awesome. That makes me happy to hear, because maybe that'll make the battery much better on the Pixel 4. Big House says, that's great for that size battery. The 4A looks solid. It really does. Zane Bag says, damn, that sounds really encouraging. It is. It really is. Krishna says, I didn't put it back on my charger after I saw your tweet this morning. I'm going to test it too. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Oskin says that sounds good. It really does. Zane says, do you think it's going to benefit all phones on Android 11? Well, I mean, look, people are already saying that it's already showing some kind of effect. So maybe it will. Dugumeister, am I saying that right? Dugumeister? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Think 6 inches is the best size for a phone. That's what she said, but not for a phone. I had to. I don't know. I've been talking for almost 2 hours. Pixel 5 will be somewhat worth it because the size will be decent at 6 inches with a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. Add the mid-range processor. So Dugumeister, as much as I give shit for the Pixel 5, if they price it at $650 or $700 because it's not going to be adding extra stuff to it, I will be quite honest with you. That is the one thing I'm really waiting for on the Pixel 5. I'm kind of excited that the screen size, the form factor will be perfect size. I agree. I really like the size on that phone, and I'm looking forward to seeing a Pixel 5 with hopefully better build quality, better build material. This is why I need to end the stream. Better build materials. Better quality control. I'm looking forward to the Pixel 5, but I'm also looking forward to the Pixel 4a 5G. I think if I had to, I'm right now, if I had to pick any Pixel phone that has been my favorite, it's the Pixel 4a. I really think this phone has knocked it out of the park for its price. And I hope the 4a 5G can do the same. I don't think I can say the same thing for the Pixel 5 because I feel like I'll probably be paying extra money for it that I shouldn't be. But I think the Pixel 5 will still be a solid phone. I don't think it's the phone that I can recommend to people for $650 or $700 because the Pixel 4a 5G can be had at $500. But I think the Pixel 5, at least for people who are big Pixel fans, big stock Android fans, I think people would be happy with that phone. Fear the Roof 42 says, don't want to sidetrack, but did you see that Google will be slowing location sharing on live maps? Oh, showing him. Someone will be able to send you their location and you can map directly to them. That's pretty cool. I like that. Actually, I think I read something about it just a little bit, but it's also a great way for them to track us some more. No. I mean, it probably is, but like I'll have to test that out and see how that is. Deepak says the 4A is much better than the 4 on battery department. No, for sure. Asleep at the Keys says, I wonder if it has something to do with the app permissions being reset for apps that haven't been used recently. Much needed rogue app policing. I didn't think about that. That's a good point. Aditya says, now imagine that kind of battery optimization on a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Oof. LG V60 is going to benefit from the 11 update. Question, Aditya, is the LG V60 going to get Android 11? I'm just kidding. I know Android hasn't been the best when it comes to updates, so I'm just joking around. All right. Dugumeister says, lol. Yep, you said it right. Been watching your streams for months now. I just don't pop up in the chat that often. Keep up the great commentary. Love tuning in. Dugumeister, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for chiming in. It's always nice to see people who have been watching, who, want to like contribute, have a little something to say. I think we have a great community, and it's always nice to have a new face come in, stop by, and say hi. Krishna says, Jerome, are you going to do an Android 11 experience video? I mean, like, I can. That's actually not bad. That's something that I could do live. But I haven't used Android 11 enough to really give my thoughts on it. I think a lot of people do. A lot of people do more when it comes to Android. I just haven't had time. But I wouldn't mind doing it. I really wouldn't mind. That's not a bad idea either. Ernie Manning says, can't wait for my Pixel 4a to arrive. Shipping taking too long. Have a great one, guys. Got to get back to work. Ernie, thank you for joining. Thank you for stopping by. Guys, and you know what? With that being said, I think that's going to be it for today. I know there's another chat in here. Harsh Mystery says, did you know Samsung Bixby Voice has all the permissions set to on by default and it's locked, so you can't change it? And everyone says, what is it? Huawei, or it's spying on you. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised at all. Big House Productions with a $5 super chat. Hold on here. Hackney Man says, is the Pixel 5 plastic or glass? Hackney Man, we talked about this yesterday. The answer is we don't know. I'm hoping it's not plastic, but it looks like it might be plastic, which is why I was complaining about what is there going to be a differentiation then when it comes to the Pixel 4a 5G and the Pixel 5. I don't know if it's going to be plastic for sure, but that's what people are saying, and hopefully it isn't, but only time can tell. When I find out or when I hear about it, you know I'm going to talk about it. I can't help myself. Everybody yesterday was giving me shit calling me Pixel Jerome, because I guess that's all I've been talking about lately, but I can't help it. I love talking about the Pixel phones. But yes, Big House Productions with a $5 super chat. Awesome OT and show Jerome. Keep grinding, Big House. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, guys. Before I call it, I do want to say thank you to everybody today. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you to my regulars. Hopefully I will see you again tomorrow, which, by the way, come back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central. We will do it all over again. It is Friday, so it's the last show I'm going to do for the week. So make sure to stop by and say hi and just, do your thing. Be part of the community. I want to thank all my subscribers. I want to thank all my patron members, all my YouTube members, all the new YouTube members for joining as well. I will add you into the super chats. I'll add you into the intros and outros on my live streams for September super chat. I have another super chat from Krishna. Krishna with a $5 super chat. Gotta go, guys. Great stream like always, Jerome. Krishna, thank you so much. Congratulations again on your wedding. Congrats to you. Glad you made it back home safely to Chicago. Appreciate you stopping by. Guys, thank you again so much. Come back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central. We will do it all over again. I'm about to play the outro here as I wave by. Guys, see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Take it easy.